Well, we're going to do audio.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, everything we talked about is on your DVD. All right, so we're going to look at a couple different shots here. Let's do a comparison with the original ones. Very subtle differences, but they are differences. On the left, we got the ball up a little bit. Okay, so we got the wrist a little more even with the elbow on the left. Okay. So in that push way, the goal is, at the end of step 2, have the wrist just below the elbow. Just like that. Now the wrist is a few inches below the elbow. Okay. Now if you notice on the right, you start below the elbow, and then in the push, it goes up, but then it also comes back down. So there was more motion in the same amount of time, which means you were quicker. We got you to the same position, just got you there differently. Okay, and maybe not reaching out quite as far. Okay. On the next step, it's going to be also a fairly similar position. That back foot the same there. Okay, this ball went just a little higher, but now you're going to have a little bit higher backswing also. That's your backswing on the right. This backswing on the left got higher. Look at that hand compared to that line of blue lights compared to here. A few inches higher. So we just changed kind of the shape of the push way, and it helped free you up.
Yeah.
Okay, free your swing, higher backswing, a few tenths mile an hour more ball speed without trying. Okay, finish is going to be about the same on both, and that's not a bad thing because you have a good finish. Okay, very nice. Okay, if we watch this last shot, it's a nice, smooth, easy push away. You're just kind of easing that ball out. We don't want to be any quicker than that with the push. Again, if I show you David Ogier again, watch the pace of his push away. How he's just so smooth and easy getting that ball into the swing, but then it really just free swings. And see how he's gradually building speed. So the most amount of momentum is at the end. Okay, but yeah, that almost looks in slow motion at the start, doesn't it, with the arm?
Yeah.
That's actually real-time motion. Okay.
Wow.
Now, in comparison to that, if we watch your original one, this one's going to look quick. See the difference in the pace of the push? But then you almost start to decelerate right there. This last one, a little bit better, a little bit smoother at the start, and a more relaxed swing. Okay. Now, if we change this shot, let's go to the backswing on this shot here, and we compare that to the shot where you're really focused on just the freest swing of the day. And we go to the backswing on this one. Notice here the backswing went up higher. Look at that line of blue lights again. So when you thought about relaxing even more, the backswing went even higher. Looser muscles are quicker than tight muscles. Remember when I was swinging your arm with my hand? When it was loose, it was quick. When it was tight, it was slow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got to really have that mindset. You're just letting that backswing go wherever it goes. Just let your arm free swing with the ball. Okay. And I'll tell you what I kind of like on this. If you notice where your index finger is on this ball, it's a little bit lower. This ball's a little bit higher. It tells us you're a little more behind it here. Okay. So that tells us you didn't have as much. Remember on the backswing you had the hand turn a little bit? That's probably going away. Remember I said muscle promotes your hand turning. When you thought about relaxing, that got rid of some of that turning. Okay. Let's watch this one in real-time motion here. This is that free swing one. And that's a good push ray also. Just nice and smooth, that nice rounded motion. That was 17.2 on ball speed. And actually the last shot we filmed, this shot here, 17.2 on ball speed. Okay, average speed before was 16.6. So we raised your ball speed a half mile an hour and you're actually working less.
Yeah.
And the ball's reacting a little bit better. Okay. Like I said, it's very hard for the brain to believe it can get more power by working less. But we always want nice free muscles. Muscle in the swing is hard to repeat. And muscle in your swing makes your ball hook sooner on the lane, but not hook as much at the back end. The less it hooks on the back end, the worse the pin carry, because you have less entry angle.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
So both these shots, very nice looking shots here. This one here is that nice free swing one. Great push away on this one. Not too big. Okay. It's nice and relaxed. Okay. So when you bowl the next couple of days, if you want to incorporate any of this, what I would have you do is just start with the ball higher, like we are, and think either half a push or down a couple inches, relax. Let that ball free swing. And I think you're going to have a pretty nice ball reaction. Okay. And those balls you're using, they're fine. Okay. But if you bowl sport leagues or PBA leagues, you would definitely benefit from a stronger ball for when you need it.
Yeah.
Okay. Not all the time. Okay. But for when you need it. We can kind of manipulate the surface by adding surface. Okay, but if it's too weak of a cover stock, even with more surface, it's still not going to read the lane right. Your ball reaction was getting pretty nice, though. You're fine. All right, does everything make sense?
Yes, it
Good.
does. It
Good.
does.
You're not near off as what you thought you were.
Okay.
You have a nice game.
Only
Okay.
just so negative.
Right, and that's a big part of it. Okay, but a lot of it, you were trying to be loose the wrong way. You were trying to slow your swing down to be relaxed. You got to let the ball free swing to be relaxed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and again, what's interesting, higher ball speed, you have a better entry angle. You think you throw it harder, it wouldn't hook as much. It's actually hooking better because we freed your hand up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's stop the disc here.